So my question is, knowing how tired we are of being forced upon values by the Democrats and literal satanic religions out here, so is there a way of bringing back normative values without becoming almost a theocracy or a theological oligopoly that the Pilgrims ran from, or even that was fled in like the French Revolution and back in England? Is there a way of doing that?
And this is an important thing, that you get rid of organized religion like Christianity, something that imitates it will take its part. It just so happens it was a moment of kind of, oh, we're going to fight systemic racism. But I'm always kind of really moved by studying the left. I do it so you guys don't have to. And I thought one of the most amazing moments in the last year is like, okay, what matters the most to them, right? This matters more than that. And there was a tension, right, at certain points. For example, what happens when Black Lives Matter, their favorite, their go-to activist groups, doesn't want to get vaccinated? Doesn't matter. Vaccinations matter more than racial identity politics. What matters more when Kyrie Irving, National Basketball Association player earning $26 million a year, beloved in Brooklyn, doesn't want to get vaccinated? It doesn't matter. You have to stay at home. So at that moment, biomedical fascism mattered more. Okay, well, let's use another example. What happens when Dave Chappelle, a darling of the Hollywood left, gets a Netflix special, black man decides to insult, I wouldn't even say insult, make fun of the transgender alphabet mafia? Oh, no, 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 you can't do that. Doesn't matter if you're black. Transgenderism in this current moment matters more than racial politics. You guys tracking this? It's totally confusing. It's intentionally supposed to be confusing, by the way. It's like this constant reordering of hierarchies. Now, I believe, and this is to go a level deeper, but you guys are smart and you'll get it, the transgender movement actually matters even more than biomedical fascism, and they actually are together, because the transgender movement is an introductory phase to get you to strip yourself of your humanity to mesh with machines. It's called transhumanism. They want you to say, okay, well, I can choose any gender. Why can't I just have like an exoskeleton of some sort of machine around me? This is what Meta is about, the metaverse, kids staring at screens all day long. This is documented, this is proven, this is where Silicon Valley is going. This is why they're so insistent on this transgender thing, because if you stop being a man, then maybe you could stop being a human being. Maybe you can kind of just plug into some sort of machine. This is where their control, their profit motive is coming down the stream. There's a ton of literature about this. I'm far from the first person to comment on it, but I'm just kind of connecting the dots for all of you. Like, what is the agenda here? Well, the agenda is kind of like Ready Player One meets Inception, where you kind of just hook up to a machine all day long and you're controlled by 5 companies that control your thoughts and your feelings, and the real world actually ends up being the not real world, where everyone just kind of wears goggles all day long. That's the deeper significance of the transgender movement that no one wants to talk about.